Dear aspiring high school graduate, congratulations on getting your diploma, completing all 4 years of high school. You worked hard and you did it. Now you are ready to take on the next big step in your educational journey, which is college. However, this college that you're planning on going to is an HBCU, but you are a white, non-traditional male or female student. So aren't you going to be worried about being one of the only non-black faces on an all-black campus? And why necessarily would you want to go to a school like that per se? These are the types of questions that non-traditional students attending HBCUs or considering are being asked. And you may be wondering yourself, well, why are these non-black students going to black campuses? Well, first, let it be known that HBCUs are a very important staple in American history and are especially valuable to the black community. HBCUs they offer a plethora of opportunities and a wonderful education for all, no matter your race or ethnicity. HBCUs have always allowed any and all races on their campuses. They are called historically black because they were founded around having a safe space for African Americans who are seeking an education to acquire that education, since we weren't necessarily allowed on white schools not even 100 years ago. So, what has changed recently? Well, with college sports, specifically college football and basketball, the popularity has grown significantly within the last decade and is still growing today. However, majority of these athletes that are participating in these sports are black athletes, and the schools that these black athletes are bringing all this money, attention, and popularity to are big, wealthy, white institutions. So why is this important? Well, HBCUs have been left in the dust basically and are struggling to keep their doors open and keep their student body traditional. Recently, HBCUs have been encouraging way more non-traditional students to attend their schools because they don't have enough traditional students to fill in the space. A good example of this is Bluefield State University in West Virginia, which is an HBCU, but according to The Atlantic, 93% of the student body population is white. Now, why is this important? Some people are okay with this because they understand that it is 2020. HBCUs have always allowed people of color and white non-traditional students to attend their schools, but others of mainly of the black community have seen this as more of an insult because since we weren't allowed on their campuses, why did they get to come and take over our campuses? And as a black student, I understand where this viewpoint is coming from, but there are other solutions. One is beginning to accept the fact that times are changing and HBCUs are going to continue to allow non-traditional students on their campus as they always have, and being inviting and accepting of that and others that may not look like you is only going to benefit us in the long run. So next would be if black athletes start considering returning to HBCUs and bring all that power and money and attention and popularity, we could easily rejuvenate our HBCUs, which would flourish out to the black community. And if America truly values its HBCUs, we should all do our part in helping breathe life back into these HBCUs. So if we all listen to each other and follow these simple steps, follow these solutions into getting our HBCUs back on fighting grounds, we'll all be in better shape.